Unforgotten is a British crime drama about, I think we call them cold cases, but they call them historic murders. And it has a team trying to delve into this murder when the body is found. And they kind of go into these set of characters' previous lives, and you get the slow reveal of all of their secrets and try to figure out, who is the murderer and who is just maybe had some bad stuff in their past and might be slightly involved. And it's really an excellent series.
I want to find who took his life, and I want to punish them. 39 years later.
I know nothing about what happened to this young man.
I've no idea what's real and what isn't.
So the first season of Unforgotten just finished premiering in the U.S. on PBS. And I'm not sure if it may be available to buy on Amazon or something. But season 2, it happened in the UK, and now they're finishing up season 3, and probably be a little bit later this year. And season 2 I downloaded, and you can if you know where you can download it, you'll be able to find it. And it's really an excellent show. There are 6 episodes in each series. And in the first episode, you get someone finds a body, and then you have this team that kind of organize and try to find any clues they may have. And I really like that. The team is great. They have a really great aspect where they're trying to work together and you're trying to bring truth to this body that someone had hidden, kind of thrown away, and try to find out what happened. And try to bring, to bring justice to the dead person. So the 2 main characters are Nicola Walker as DCI Cassie Stewart, and Sanjeev Bhaskar as DJ Sunny Khan. And there's ones the captain or whatever. I don't know what the DCI or whatever. I'm not sure what they mean, but it's the head of the investigation team. And he's kind of the one underneath her, and they have a bunch of other people that are also working under them. And, they have a great relationship that you build slowly, throughout, the 2 seasons. And I really like, because, the British in their shows, they feel like real people. They don't look, they're pretty and handsome people, but they look like real people. They don't look... in America, so many of our shows, even if they're cops, they have to be so perfect. And the women have to be walking around wearing high heels. That's fine, but sometimes it's a little unrealistic. And, they also give a lot of work to older people, older women. We don't see too many older women in our shows, and it's kind of sad. But, they're great actors. And you see, you also have the main team, and they're all amazing. But then, pretty much for each murder each time, they have 3 or 4 kind of people that are suspects, and so they bring in other actors and they let them do what they want, and really kind of are the actor is really good, especially in season 2. And I really like how the cases develop, because first they show these people. And you have no idea how they may be related to the murdered person. I think in the first season, he has the dead guy. They actually find a journal he had, and he had names and numbers of people of his friends or people that he knew. And that's so that at the end of the first episode, you have these people that you're introduced to, and they at the end they find the journal, and you see him looking at the names. Then they show the people that you've shown, so that how they're related to it. And I really like how they do that. The first season is a black man that was killed, and you have to try to think that some people may have been skinheads, some people have hated him for something else, may have been something about hating gay people, may have been something about all these different things that it could be about, that they have to try to figure out what is going on, especially because this case I think is a little longer, so that like it happened a while ago. So a lot of the characters that are like in it for murder are all pretty old, and I really like that it gives these older actors a great, really shine. And in the second season, it's a little different because the person they find, I think it was like he was murdered in the 90s, and it comes out that he was not a good person, and so like there's a lot of interesting stuff about, that the person that was murdered was a horrible person. So like there's like a lot of interesting things about, how to find who murdered them and why they murdered him, and there's some really great moments with that. As a whole, it's just both seasons are excellent, TV. I love a good crime show, and I love that, that it really, especially in season 2, I think was better than season 1, just because there's so many like breathtaking moments where everything starts to come together, and you're like, oh shit, and like I love that, like when like you see them, they keep watching them building the case and trying to figure out, and then like they kind of try to catch people in lies, or they show them like evidence that they found, and like try to see how they react, and they're really excellent TV, and I would highly recommend it. Like I'm not sure. I don't think Netflix has them, but maybe sometimes PBS and Netflix can, after they show on PBS, they can come to Netflix. So hopefully, maybe it'll pop up on there sometime coming up, or you can find it elsewhere. But I give it like both seasons together, I give like a 9.5 out of 10. I really like them, but the first season I probably give a little less, like a 9, maybe because like the end was good, but some of the ways they tied things up were a little goofy, and I really like the second season too. I think that'll maybe be closer to a 10. So I think 9.5 as a whole is a good score. But thanks for watching, and check out other video playlists on my head, or subscribe to me over here. Thanks.